Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hello. Can you hear now?
Okay.
Hello? Still no sound?
They're on like a little delay.
Oh, time
You're
delay.
fine. It's working.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you can see this right here.
Ah,
Sorry
I
about
see
that. So, Michelle's doing her sew along today. It's going to start at 10
It's a
o'clock.
craft along.
You know what I mean?
You love it when they remind you, right?
It's a craft along, and the reason it's a craft along is you're not sewing. But you guys know if I say sew along, I just mean you're going to get together and make something. So this is what you're going to be doing. There was no supply list because I think everything was
on Artspira.
So you do not have to sign up for this. Don't go online and start signing up for and expecting a Zoom link. This is going to be live on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And this is a project that's meant to kind of introduce you to Artspira, what's available, and you're also going to be working with your Scan-A-Cut. If you don't have a Scan-A-Cut, you can still watch. You could just go over the Artspira part, and then it could be like a demo for you and what you could do with the Scan-A-Cut when it comes to paper.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a great introduction to Artspira. Some of you have been dragging your feet.
I'm not going to lie. I picked this project as a craft along to light a fire because there's more to come. And what's nice about this is for those of you that like to preview something before we do it, the whole, the Artspira app, the app itself, when you look up Thanksgiving gift box, gives you a video, gives you written instructions, gives you a supply list, gives you the cut files. So it's a great introduction. It's a fun project. If it takes us an hour, I would be surprised. When I did it, I thought, oh, I did a really quickie video just to do like a reel. And then I thought, oh my gosh, this would be so fun. And so I picked out a bunch of different papers. This could easily be more of a Christmas theme. You know, it just depends on the colors you pick. So
can they do this? Is it actually a little box and they can put
It is
stuff?
a box.
So what if you're having a bunch of people coming over for Thanksgiving? You can do little.
Thank you, Sharon. See, Sharon's my friend that always likes to see before it happens. I like the surprise.
So you could use this like for favors or something like that.
Yes.
You could put one on everyone's place setting, and you could make it fancy and like, you know.
Okay, so for those of you that may have the tradition, we always had it, of having holiday crackers at a holiday meal, but where you just pulled the ends and all the little stuff would fly out. Each one of these little boxes could be a pseudo holiday cracker, and you could put little gifts for different people, and then you could do like a swap at the table. And
could you change this where you put like you can personalize it for their name?
Yeah, you could.
If you know how to do that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that in class. We're going to just keep it simple today. But yeah, absolutely. It's part of learning how to use your Scan-A-Cut, how to use Scan-A-Cut Canvas a little bit. Actually, a lot of the stuff you can do in Artspira. Margaret, I love them. I love them, but we don't do a big gathering anymore. So, but what's nice about this is pretty much you don't need a lot of experience with either Artspira or your Scan-A-Cut.
Okay.
So it's a nice introductory project. But keep in mind, I'm going to be throwing more of these out because I want you all familiar with how to use Artspira comfortably by the time the Avenir launches.
Yeah, and you don't have to have the Avenir to do Artspira.
No,
Who can do Artspira?
Anybody that has any wireless Scan-A-Cut. So what's nice about Artspira, it includes even the CM650W, which is not an auto blade machine because the W stands for wireless.
Back to that. But they don't have to just have
wireless embroidery machine. Any Brother wireless embroidery machine. If you just have like the sublimation printer or the print moda, either
that gives you
all of it.
Artspira.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay, anything Brother wireless will give you access to Artspira, and you can go and explore and play around in there. But part of this will be Artspira, and the other part is going to be Scan-A-Cut to cut it.
Yes, so, Lynn, you are correct. It has to be on your phone or on your tablet. It is not a computer app. I've heard chatter about that, but I haven't seen anything that leads me to believe it's going to be anytime soon.
Margaret, Scan-A-Cut's so itty bitty. You can make room for that. Just like It can go anywhere. Mine has just bounced around my room.
So, Alberta, this is a learning experience. So join us. But have trouble on some projects. I guess it just depends on. So here is where you might be struggling a little bit, is that they have integrated the free projects off of Scan and Cut Canvas. So for those, you actually have to click on a video and it takes you to an external link. Any of the projects that were created for Artspira, since Artspira launched probably 3 years ago now. Oops.
So this
marketer.
is, Karen, this is going to happen as soon as we get off. So it's going to happen at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, Michelle's going to go live, and she's going to, like, walk you through it, which, I mean, who doesn't like your handheld? So she's going to be walking you through the project, and somebody asked if it's recorded. Everything we do on YouTube Live, after it's done, I don't know how long it takes them to render it, but it goes straight up onto our channel, YouTube. Or you can just type in, you could type in, this project is, type in, when you get to our page, type in Artspira, and this project will come up.
Are you talking about the webinar where the gal drew a picture and then took it into Artspira, turned it into embroidery, and stitched it out on the sketch? I thought that was great too. So Nancy, is it like the Cricut? Yes and no. Yes is that it is a cutting machine. No, in that your Scan and Cut actually does have a scanner, so you can do scan to direct cut. It also integrates with Artspira, so that's the whole key there. It integrates. So Artspira is not going to integrate with a Cricut. It won't. It doesn't speak a Cricut language. So that would be the biggest difference, I think.
But I think there's a lot more than that.
There's
like
a lot
you're not
more
working with
Scan and Cut.
dies.
Yeah. Well, a Cricut doesn't do dies.
It doesn't.
No, but it just doesn't have a scanner.
You've got a scanner, and it's awesome. Right?
Well, that's all right. You can still hang out with us even if you don't have either one. Because maybe, at some point you might change your mind.
So I wanted to talk to you, too, about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be our 3rd episode of Quilt Talk with Michelle Burritt and with Gail Cram, and we're going to be talking about needles. And I know, like, there's, I always say this, when I first started sewing again, or the beginning of my sewing, I was one size fits all, and I don't even know, I just used the same needle with the same size hole. I remember hemming jeans, and I used that same needle with thick jean thread. Ooh. And I got these weird, like, loops, and I didn't understand it, and it was because the hole in my needle was way too small for the size of the thread. And I just kept sewing. I go, that doesn't look very good, but I didn't even dawn on me that there were different types of needles, and there are needles that are going to make your job easier for different purposes. So they're going to be talking about needles and quilting, and they do it all. Between the two of them, they do it all. So I think I think it's going to be a good one. So that's tomorrow. The ladies are going to be here at 10:30. You do not have to sign up. It's just going to pop up just like this is popping up for you right now. And it will be recorded. Like everything that we do on YouTube, it just pops up afterwards. So you can watch it anytime.
So I'm going to say that Carol and Margaret, nobody's sewing room is smaller than mine. Jeannie's been in it. That room's pretty tiny, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a smaller one.
It's a pretty tiny room.
Because I had a wall.
I have workbench. I have, things have to shift.
Yes.
Nothing's a permanent fixture. Whatever I'm using has to shift from somewhere else to where I need to use it at. So I guess it's all in how many toys you want.
Yes.
I want all the toys.
Yeah. Michelle does a good job with her space, and your space is great. But it's worth it. Plus, just put it on the dining room table. Who needs the dining room table anyways?
People eat at the dining room table still?
I know, right?
Isn't that just an extension of your sewing room?
Yes. So, I wanted to say, there was a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. And I wanted to talk to you guys about bobbins, because I know we did a big sale on bobbins. Well, I got a big shipment order, and my bobbins weren't on there. So I sent a note to my rep saying, hey, when am I going to get my bobbins? And they said, we're out of stock. I go, but it shows on your site. and they go, we're making them all orderable. Anyways, the whole point is I don't know when I'm going to get my bobbins. So those of you that ordered, I'm going to reach out to you, see if you want to wait. And if you don't want to wait, I will go ahead and we'll just refund those purchases.
Are those for pre-ones?
Yeah, they're the pre-ones. I did get some from Dime that I'm going to try out. And if I like them, we'll put those up because they just didn't have any idea when they were going to get them. I will reach out to you, though, and let you know. I don't know. I feel like I had stuff I wanted to talk to you about, but I didn't bring a list, and Patrick was like, start the live feed. So I just kind of ran over here, and that was kind of it. Anything you want to talk about?
No.
Oh, is that, so the towel, the tea towel,
Yes.
grunge towel?
So the grunge tea towel pre-recorded class, the playlist is complete and uploaded to YouTube. So if you wanted to purchase just the pre-recorded class, it's I haven't listed it on Shopify yet.
Okay, so
but it's
later
ready.
today, check this afternoon. We'll go ahead and put that up today,
Yeah,
and
it was
you'll
a
be
lot
able
of fun. And then
and they probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
no, but I came up when I was recording yesterday. When I was doing some recording, I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell them about my secret tip. Karen Roselli knows about the secret tip, but it's about when you're working with having to weed vinyl and you can't even see. So like the clear vinyl, it was almost clear, the adhesive that we use for the tea towel. And I'm like, it's really a fun, and I'm going to share it because everybody should know this. If you can't see what you're weeding, take a makeup brush and some pressed powder in a light color and go over the top of it, and leaves a little line there that you can follow to be able to
How
weed.
cute are these? So in this class with the kit, you get the tea towel, you get all of
The fabrics?
the fabric to go ahead and customize these, and then you get everything you need to do the grunge
foiling.
process.
The grunge
Can they
foil.
wash these?
Yes, you can wash them. The foil, you can wash the foil. It has to go into cold water and then
Probably
really just
delicate.
hang to dry. Yeah, just hang it to dry.
Yeah, no dryer for this
Yeah.
because they'll probably melt it off like
Yeah.
ruin
If the heat from the dryer might reactivate.
So,
the
because
groove.
I had a lot of people go, I was going to sign up for that class, and then it was sold out. So, this will go up as a pre-recorded class, and you'll be able to buy the kits, too.
So if that ever happens with one of our classes and it's sold out and you're disappointed, please reach out.
No sound?
I added the designs the last time I updated the supply list, so you should have gotten those, Sharon. If not, so you're signed up for the actual class. So I added the designs, and I sent it out to everybody that said designs and full supply list added. So maybe you might have missed it. If you did, no worries. I'll send it out again this afternoon. But
So I think that's it for us. We're going to get going because Michelle's going to be starting in 13 minutes, and it'll pop up for you again, and join us for that. And I always tell people, if you're not going to do the project with us, just come for a sew along. You can sit and work on what, I know you got UFOs, so you can come and work on whatever you want to work on.
so Cheryl, the blade so you're not cutting the foil with a blade. What you're doing is you're cutting the Sizer Easy Weed adhesive. That's what you're cutting. You're cutting the adhesive. You're fusing the adhesive to the towel, and then putting the foil on top of it and refusing.
And that's what you're going to be doing in
class.
the class.
Yeah.
So, anyways, wait, is today Friday? Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
I was like, oh, we don't have our question of the day, but we'll give that to you tomorrow. So have a great day. Be
All right.
creative. Make
Bye,
something
everybody.
awesome.
I'll
we'll
see some of you soon.
in just a little bit.
Yeah.